This is a presentation that my partner in Romania, and myself put together to give you a bit of an overview what has been going on in Romania in the last 4 or 5 years, okay? Well, you know a little bit about me. My connection to Romania was established because I was born there. Although I've lived in Cincinnati in the last 22 years, and my background is in information technology. I worked with Procter & Gamble for 22 years, and about a year and a half ago I retired so I can focus fully on my job and my passion as a facilitator for Monroe Institute. I'm also a biofeedback practitioner, and you know that. And I'm involved with and very passionate about the local chapter network that was going on since 2009. The programs in Romania would not be possible without a lot of help from TMI and from my friends in Romania. So I'd like to acknowledge Carol Sabic de la Heran, Skip Atwater, and Paul Rademacher, who were instrumental in helping me bring the programs to Romania. And also, since I live in the US, I couldn't really be on the ground. So the people in Romania that helped me make this happen are my friends there, Irina Cupe, Radu Stețiu, and Petru Stețiu, and Rita and Ștefan Nicoara. And it all started with conversations with my friends in Romania, and they had read Bob's books, but we thought that in order to bring programs in Romania, we really needed to translate Bob's books. And in 2007, Bob's first book was translated by my friends Irina and Petru into Romanian, and we were able to luckily find a publishing house that published it, and so we suddenly had something in Romanian that explained who was Bob Monroe, what was the Monroe Institute, and once this book was out, we were able to bring programs in Romania. And then later on in 2011, and we worked with the same publishing house to also do the second and third book, and I personally invested my own funds in making that happen. So it was a work of passion. It also started with Carol, who introduced me to Rita, who's my assistant in Romania. And we have had, since 2009, a great partnership conducting all these programs there. In August 2009, after a couple of years of preparation and working with Skip and with Carol to obtain approval to do the Excursion workshop in Romania, and doing all the translations and the recordings so that we had the Excursion workshop all in Romanian, we finally had, the big event was there, and in August 2009, we had our first Excursion workshop, all people in one room. We had 26 participants who were all wired, and we had, they had wonderful experiences, and they begged for more. So please, please bring Gateway. And out of these 26 people, 50% of these people came to Gateway. So that is a great return rate.
Did they come to Gateway here?
No. These people, their monthly salary is very low, and so they don't have the English skills or the resources to come here. So they really wanted to go to
programs in Romania. So everything that I'm talking about here is programs in Romania. Yes, that's what I do. So the excursion workshop was in Romania, in Cluj, and the first Gateway Voyage was in August 2010 in Transylvania in Romania. And we had a wonderful time there. We had 23 participants, and Carol really joined me there. That was she came to Romania. You can see a picture of us. We had a bell there, and we had a blast together during that time. We had all kinds of interesting and funny events happen. The memories that I have of Carol from the Gateway 2010 are just very, very precious. We had also very, very successful return rate. We had 52 participants, 52% of the participants who came to Gateway in Romania went on to take Lifeline in Romania. That's like over half of those people decided to and begged us, please bring some other programs. So after we did Gateway in 2010, we decided to bring, in 2011, the Lifeline program. And it was a lot of work from Skip, because I would send him my recorded voice for each exercise, and he would then mix in the hemisync signals. So I had a lot of support, first of all the approval from the Institute, but also a lot of hard work from Skip, who would say, oh, I'm going to Romania for the afternoon, because he would be immersed in hearing my voice and the Romanian voice. So here is a summary of all the programs we've done to date in Romania. The excursions we've done, and Rita Nicoara, she was trained in Spain by Carol to be an outreach facilitator, so she has done many excursion workshops. And as you can see, I've done 2, but the rest of them, 38 programs, excursion programs, were done by Rita. So in total we had 40 programs that were attended by 621 participants since 2009. Gateway came in 2010, and we've had, first we had one a year, and then we started to have 2 gateways a year in the last couple of years. So we've had 6 gateway programs in Romania so far, and a total of 143 participants. Usually the programs are full, over 20 people participate. Lifeline, we started in 2011, so we've had 3 programs so far and 58 participants. We've had 1 Exploration 27 program, and that was attended by 25 participants, and that was the first time I trained Exploration 27, and it was just a blast. Really strong program. Guidelines, we brought that one last year for the first time, so we had 1 program so far. So I did some statistics, because I know that Scooter likes numbers. I was talking to Scooter about local chapters, and she would ask me, well, how many are there? And so I thought, well, for her benefit, and also it was very enlightening for me to calculate the return rate. How many people who go to Gateway or to an excursion return for the next program. So we have 40% in total. The first program we had a higher rate, but on average we have 41% of Gateway participants go on to attend Lifeline. 43% of Lifeline participants move on to attend Exploration 27. And statistically it's not significant, since we only had 1 guidelines program. We had 13% of Gateway participants going on to guidelines. I think the number will increase now that guidelines is also a prerequisite for X27. So that's very, very good news. We had some participants who really wanted to go to X27 through the guidelines route. We also had all this success. We also had a lot of help from our friends. And this is a picture that we took at Lifeline in 2011. After an exercise, I think it was Wednesday, we got out of the inn we were staying, and the whole sky was filled with this cloud formation that looks so interesting. And it was there for about an hour and a half or so, and it looked so real. And the energy emanating from it was quite special. So we felt that we were getting a lot of energetic help during that program as well as all the others. This is an interesting story that I'd like to share. In one of the gateways, one of the participants was a quantum biofeedback practitioner. So I didn't know that, and I didn't know that he had the equipment with him. And what he did is he measured his energy field before the gateway program, and then after the gateway program was over, he measured his energy field again. And as you can see, how much brighter his energy field looks after gateway. And he asked permission to show it to the other participants, and of course we said yes. And his experiences were okay. I mean, he clicked out through some of the exercises, but he was amazed and very enthusiastic that regardless of his conscious experiences, this energetic transformation was happening. And we know as the facilitators that this is happening. The people that come in the first day are so different energetically and emotionally and mentally and spiritually and physically sometimes at the end of the program. And this was, a picture says 1,000 words. It's very valuable. And that inspired me to have my own equipment, and I've done similar tests with the biofeedback device through other programs like Lifeline and X27, and it always is amazing that the energetic transformation is there for every participant. Like one lady had received in one of the programs an energetic gift from one of her guides, and it showed up on the machine. It showed up as a green star emanating from her heart, and that was exactly where she had received the energetic gift from her guides. So I thought I would share this with you because I was very enthusiastic to see a proof that we do transform very, very much during Gateway as well as the other programs. Some of the comments from the participants, life-altering experience. I came face to face with my higher self, which was perceived as a magnificent being of light. I observed my limiting patterns from a higher perspective and received guidance on how to transform them. I became a witness to the birth of a new era. And on the comments came in. We had several articles published on our Romanian website of people having experiences from various programs. One other thing that is quite amazing that happened in Romania, my friend Petru Stețiu, he became a local chapter leader, a certified local chapter leader. And he was one, if not one of the first chapters that started up worldwide. Started in 2008, and so far he has had 136 meetings, local chapter meetings. They're free. people come in for a couple of hours and are exposed to the Monroe Institute and the hemisync technology. And he exposed 187 people to Monroe Institute and hemisync through his local chapters, and some of these people then came to the the excursion workshops and the residential programs. So I wanted to give him kudos. I think he still has the highest number of meetings ever recorded. Going forward, Rita was here in October, and she got certified as a residential trainer. And in that way, she can now do programs on her own in Romania. So I won't be the limiting factor. There was a limited amount of times I could fly to Romania. So as we speak, she's actually conducting a Gateway Voyage program, and she sends her regards to all of you. And it's the first gateway in Romania that I'm not facilitating myself, so it's like letting go of the baby. There's going to be 9 programs in total in 2014. 1 is going on right now. 3 other gateways are scheduled. We have 2 Lifeline programs scheduled, and Rita is also certified to do Lifeline now. She's done all the 3 Lifelines with me already, so I mentored her to be able to do that. I'm going to go in the fall with Francine. We're going to do Starlines together. I'm going to go in June as well to do Exploration 27, and we're going to do Guidelines too. So I'll do 3 of the 9 programs this year. And there's a funny story with Francine. I had been asking her over the last 3 years, would you consider going to Romania to do Starlines? And I would get this smile from her, and she would say, we'll see. So I decided I will not ask her that question in C1 anymore. So when she was in Japan doing Starlines, and I was here for Next 27, I met her in Focus 35, and I asked that question there, hoping for a different answer. So that time she said yes. So I waited 2 weeks and then sent her an email, and I said, well, Francine, we remember 2 weeks ago we met in 34, 35, and on Voyager 8, and you said yes, that you'll come to Romania with me. And she said, well, yes. So if you want a different answer to a question, it's good to try something else. So this sums up my presentation. Just wanted to give you some overview. Really a lot of interest in Romania, in TMI and the programs. People are very appreciative. They really love all the programs. Each and every one of them in its own unique way adds a new facet to their dimensional transformation. And it's very dear to me, and I hope they will continue long into the future, and we will bring new programs as well. Thank you so much. If you have questions, I'd love to answer them.
Just a quick question. Can I get the picture you have of the quantum imagery? It was
Sure.
so much better on a brochure than the 30-year-old brain map.
You mean yeah, I can definitely send you that. I did send it to Skip and Carol, and they really thought it was very exciting to actually see that. Yeah. So, any other question? Yes?
Is that a SCIO machine that you use in your sessions, Andrea?
I use a similar machine. It's not the SCIO, it's the Life, but it's functionality-wise, it's identical. It's actually a consciousness device. I showed it this afternoon to Bob. There's a lot of interesting. It's very interesting to use, perhaps even here in the lab, because it gives you an energetic printout, and you can. And what this guy who did this, he came actually to an excursion before, and he did the same measurement, and he could see in 2 days, the excursion workshop, his energy field had changed. And not only did it change temporarily, let's say you come back from an excursion or a gateway, and 3 days later your energy field is filled with junk again. He said it was, it kept that way, and he measured it months later, and it was still that strong. So it's not a temporary transformation. It's something that's permanent. You're permanently changed after you go to Gateway or even Excursion, and not to mention the other programs. So I think I'm out of time. Thank you so much.